Welcome back to Historically Gaming, where we blend the past with the present, one game at a time. I'm the Fit Historian, and today we're diving into the icy depths of history to explore the life and legacy of one of the most legendary explorers of the Antarctic, Sir Ernest Shackleton. Join me as we delve into the trials, triumphs, and lessons from Shackleton's life, all while creating a whimsical Christmas build in the frosted heights of Disney Dreamlight Valley. So go ahead, grab your controllers and a warm cup of coffee, and let's go on an adventure. Born on February 15, 1874, in the small town of Kilkea, County Kildare, Ireland, Ernest Shackleton was the second of 10 children in a family that often faced economic hardship. His father, a land agent, instilled in Shackleton the values of hard work and determination. Shackleton's childhood was marked by a thirst for adventure, fueled by tales of exploration that captivated his imagination. At the age of 16, seeking to escape the constraints of his provincial upbringing, Shackleton joined the British Merchant Navy. This experience introduced him to the complexities of navigation, maritime life, and leadership in a male-dominated world. It was during these formative years that Shackleton began to cultivate the skills that would later define his legendary expeditions. By the early 20th century, the mysterious allure of the Antarctic was a siren call to many explorers. In 1901, Shackleton joined the British National Antarctic Expedition, led by Robert Falcon Scott, marking his first foray into polar exploration. This expedition aimed to push the boundaries of human knowledge in one of the world's most unforgiving environments. Though the expedition met with numerous challenges, including extreme weather and the harsh realities of icebound existence, Shackleton's leadership qualities began to emerge. He was selected for the first winter journey, an experience that tested his determination and resilience. Ultimately, strict adherence to safety protocols meant the expedition had to turn back before reaching the pole. By December 30th, 1902, Robert Falcon Scott, Shackleton, and Wilson had reached within 400 miles of the South Pole. The choice to turn around would ultimately shape Shackleton's future outlook on leadership and survival. Shackleton's yearning for redemption found its outlet in the British Antarctic Expedition of 1907, aboard the formidable Nimrod. This expedition set its sights on reaching the South Pole, where few had ventured before. According to my research, Shackleton was given funds from the Commonwealth government at the tune of £5,000, and the New Zealand government gave him around £1,000 and agreed to pay half the cost of towing the ship to the Antarctic Circle. On January 16th of 1908, the expedition entered the Ross Sea, and the Nimrod became frozen in the ice by the 28th. On October 29th, 1908, Shackleton, Adams, Marshall, and Wild began their journey to the South Pole, which from where they were located was going to be a 1,700-mile round trip for the men. Rations began to run low by the end of 1908. The crew continued on, though, until January 9th, 1909. With every step, Shackleton and his crew braved blizzards and freezing temperatures, ultimately reaching a mere 97 miles from the pole. only to prioritize the safety and well-being of his men, choosing to turn back rather than risk their lives. This decision illustrated Shackleton's profound sense of responsibility as a leader, redefining the role of an expedition captain. Upon arriving back to the base camp and enduring a ton of challenges on their return, the men found that the Nimrod had left 2 days early. Shackleton and his men set fire to their camp in an effort to signal the ship. Luckily, their signal was received and the ship returned. However, it was Shackleton's third attempt that would etch his name into history. In August 1914, as the world stood on the brink of World War I, Shackleton launched the ambitious Imperial Trans-Antarctic Expedition aboard the ship Endurance. He envisioned a daring journey to cross the Antarctic continent from sea to sea, a feat that had never been accomplished. But nature had a different plan. The Endurance became trapped in dense pack ice in January 1915, effectively rendering the ship immobile. Shackleton showed extraordinary leadership during this dire period, organizing the crew into teams to hunt seals, build shelters, and maintain their equipment, all while ensuring that morale remained high amidst the encroaching despair. As the months dragged on, the conditions became increasingly harsh, forcing Shackleton to adapt quickly. He established routines that allowed his men to retain a sense of normalcy, fostering camaraderie and resilience. Yet, when the ship finally succumbed to the relentless ice and sank in October 1915, the true test of Shackleton's resolve began. After 5 months of floating around on an iceberg, Shackleton and his men were forced to make a daring escape, embarking on a perilous journey across the ice to reach safety. With nothing but lifeboats and sheer determination, Shackleton led his crew on a treacherous voyage to Elephant Island. On April 15, 1916, the team finally landed on Elephant Island, which has few penguins and seals to be used as a food source. Faced with the reality of their dire situation, Shackleton made the audacious decision to embark on a treacherous journey across the extremely rough, stormy seas to seek help. Shackleton, along with 5 of his crew members, took a tiny lifeboat for a perilous adventure across the turbulent Southern Ocean to reach South Georgia, a staggering 800 miles away. After 15 grueling days of battling ferocious winds and freezing temperatures, the crew reached South Georgia. But they faced yet another daunting challenge: crossing the island's treacherous mountain terrain to reach a whaling station for assistance. Shackleton and 2 of his men completed the brutal crossing of the island in just 36 hours, demonstrating extraordinary resilience and teamwork, returning to organize a rescue mission for their stranded companions. The rescue operation was a monumental success, and in August 1916, nearly 2 years after their initial departure, Shackleton's heroism and determination led to the safe recovery of all 22 remaining crew members from Elephant Island. It was a mission marked by incredible fortitude and distinguished Shackleton as a leader whose spirit could not be broken. In 1921, Shackleton went on his final trip on a ship called the Quest, with the goal of circumnavigating Antarctica. Unfortunately, on January 5, 1922, Ernest Shackleton passed away from a heart attack in the early hours of the day. This marked the beginning of the expedition and he was buried at Grytviken in South Georgia. On their way home several months later, the crew of the Quest returned and erected a cross at King Edward Point across the bay from the cemetery where their beloved leader rested. Ernest Shackleton's legacy transcends the realm of exploration. It embodies the essence of human endurance and leadership. His experiences are not just accounts of survival, but also powerful testaments to values that resonate in any context: courage, empathy, and the capacity to inspire others during challenging times. Numerous works of literature, films, and documentaries celebrate Shackleton's life, often portraying him as a quintessential leader, one who prioritized the well-being of his crew above all, instilling a profound sense of loyalty and camaraderie that would eventually define his legacy. His unwavering determination and ethical compass continue to serve as guiding principles for adventurers, managers, and leaders in various fields. As we reflect on the remarkable life of Ernest Shackleton, we find a story that inspires us to embrace adventure, confront our fears, and lead with integrity. Shackleton's relentless pursuit of knowledge and the spirit of adventure demand that we, too, hold steadfast in the face of adversity and rise to our own challenges with bravery and compassion. If you found value in this deep dive in Shackleton's life and legacy, please like and subscribe for more captivating stories of exploration and the human spirit. I'd love to hear your thoughts below, so let me know what part of Shackleton's journey resonated most with you. I want to leave you with a quote from Ernest Shackleton. "Men are not made from easy victories, but based on great defeats." Until next time, my friends, keep gaming and keep exploring. Bye!